Welcome back to our channel. Today we uncover the fascinating and deeply complex life of Peter Falk, the legendary actor who brought Lieutenant Columbo to life in one of the most iconic TV crime dramas of all time. Known for his unforgettable portrayal of the humble yet brilliant detective, Falk captivated audiences for nearly 4 decades. But behind the iconic raincoat and ever-present cigar lies a story of resilience, scandal, and heartbreak. From his childhood struggles to his groundbreaking career, and from his tumultuous personal life to his tragic final days battling Alzheimer's, Peter Falk's journey is as compelling as any Columbo mystery. Join us as we delve into the hidden life and tragic final chapter of this extraordinary actor. Childhood Peter Falk's life started with challenges that might have crushed others, but for him, they lit a fire of determination. At just 3 years old, tragedy struck when a malignant tumor robbed him of his right eye. While the surgery saved his life, it left him with a glass eye, a feature that set him apart physically and, as some believed, limited his potential in an industry obsessed with appearances. Imagine the daunting odds he faced. A boy marked by both visible and perceived limitations, dreaming of a career in a field that thrived on perfection and conventional beauty. The odds were stacked against him. A boy with visible limitations daring to dream of succeeding in a world that demanded perfection. Growing up with a glass eye in the mid-20th century brought more than physical challenges. It also came with social hurdles. Peter lived in a time when disabilities carried heavy stigma, yet his confidence and big dreams made him stand out. While some children might have let such challenges dim their aspirations, Falk's determination only grew stronger. Teachers often recalled his sharp wit and infectious sense of humor, traits that hinted at his future as a performer. He refused to let his circumstances define him, instead channeling his resilience into achieving his dreams. Though he faced teasing from classmates, Falk had a knack for disarming others with his charm and quick comebacks, which became his signature style both on and off screen. Yet instead of succumbing to the weight of these challenges, Falk chose to pursue his passion for acting. Early in his journey, he encountered harsh realities. Hollywood wasn't the welcoming haven of opportunity he might have hoped for. A pivotal moment came when he auditioned at Columbia Pictures, only to be met with a brutally dismissive rejection from studio head Harry Cohn. Cohn, citing Falk's glass eye, claimed there was no room for someone like him in a world teeming with actors who had both eyes. For many, such cutting words might have marked the end of a dream. But Peter Falk wasn't one to give up. What others saw as weaknesses, his unconventional looks and small stature, standing at under 5 feet 6 inches, he turned into his unique strengths. His distinctive appearance and gritty determination made him unforgettable, setting him apart in an industry often flooded with cookie-cutter faces. Falk carried an undeniable presence, a charisma that transcended his physical traits. He wasn't just another aspiring actor trying to fit in. He was a man destined to stand out. Family. Peter Falk's family life was as complex and layered as the characters he portrayed on screen. His first marriage to Alice Mayo seemed like the culmination of a love story that had been years in the making. After courting her for 12 long years, Falk finally tied the knot with his college sweetheart in 1960. On the surface, it seemed like a stable, enduring partnership. However, beneath that facade lay a tumultuous relationship, plagued by Falk's infidelity, which cast a long shadow over their marriage. Alice Mayo, by all accounts, was a patient and devoted partner. She endured Falk's relentless indiscretions, many of which occurred on film sets, where temptation was ever present. Mayo's decision to turn a blind eye to his behavior for years reflects both her resilience and the difficult choices partners often face when trying to preserve a marriage under challenging circumstances. But even the strongest resolve has its limits. Over time, the emotional toll became unbearable, and in 1976, after 16 years of marriage, Mayo reached her breaking point, leading to their divorce. Shortly after their separation, Falk's personal life took another dramatic turn. While Falk's marriages dominated headlines, his role as a father was equally complex and deeply layered. He adopted his two daughters, Catherine and Jackie, during his first marriage to Alice Mayo. Those close to the family described him as a loving yet occasionally distant father, often torn between his demanding Hollywood career and his personal responsibilities at home. Falk made efforts to be present when he could, taking his daughters on set and sharing moments of joy between his filming schedules. However, as his career thrived, the demands of stardom sometimes created a gap that was difficult to bridge. These complexities in their relationship grew more pronounced during Falk's later years, particularly as his battle with Alzheimer's progressed. Catherine and Jackie's bond with their father became a subject of public attention, with both daughters expressing love and concern for him, even as legal disputes arose over their ability to spend time with him. In 1977, he married Shara Denise, a woman 22 years his junior, and someone he had been involved with during his marriage to Mayo. Their relationship was far from conventional, and it sparked considerable attention in Hollywood. Known as the Fighting Falks, Peter and Shara's marriage was a roller coaster of fiery arguments, separations, and reconciliations. Their frequent clashes became a part of their identity as a couple, painting a vivid picture of a relationship fueled by passion but fraught with volatility. Despite the drama, their bond proved remarkably enduring. Over the course of 32 years, they managed to weather numerous storms, including 2 divorce filings that never came to fruition. Perhaps their mutual tenacity and deep affection for one another outweighed the conflicts, creating a partnership that defied expectations. Shara Denise even played small roles in Falk's beloved Columbo series, further intertwining their personal and professional lives. Career for nearly 4 decades, Peter Falk left an indelible mark on television history, captivating audiences worldwide with his portrayal of Lieutenant Columbo. This iconic character wasn't just another detective, he was a cultural phenomenon. The journey began with 2 pilot episodes in 1968 and 1971, which laid the foundation for what would become one of the most beloved crime dramas of all time. From 1971 to 1978, Columbo aired on NBC, delivering riveting mysteries and Falk's unforgettable performance week after week. But the story didn't end there. After a decade-long hiatus, Falk brought Columbo back on ABC from 1989 to 2003, proving that the detective's appeal was timeless, winning over both devoted fans and a new generation of mystery enthusiasts. What set Columbo apart wasn't just the intriguing mysteries, it was the character himself. Falk's portrayal gave life to an unconventional detective who defied the archetype of the suave, gun-toting hero. Instead, Columbo was unassuming, perpetually rumpled, and armed with nothing more than a battered raincoat, a cheap cigar, and his brilliant mind. Falk infused the character with such warmth, wit, and humanity that fans couldn't help but adore him. Viewers would hold their breath as Columbo delivered his signature line, "Just one more thing," knowing it signaled the unraveling of the case in his own unorthodox style. The impact of Falk's performance was nothing short of extraordinary. Critics showered him with praise, awarding him 4 Emmys for his role. Fan reactions were equally effusive. Columbo conventions, fan clubs, and forums sprang up, with viewers obsessing over every detail of their favorite detective's methods. On social media platforms, fans from around the world continue to celebrate Falk's portrayal, sharing clips of Columbo's most clever moments and heartfelt tributes to Falk himself. One fan wrote, "Peter Falk wasn't just an actor, he was Columbo. You believed every word, every quirk, every clever deduction." The media also played a significant role in cementing Columbo's legacy. Magazine articles and interviews with Falk often highlighted his dedication to the role and his meticulous approach to bringing Columbo to life. Falk's ability to connect with audiences was lauded as a defining factor in the show's success. Even decades after the show ended, streaming platforms saw a surge in Columbo viewership as new fans discovered the brilliance of Falk's performance. Interestingly, Falk's journey to becoming Columbo was almost as compelling as the character himself. Initially, the show's creators, William Link and Richard Levinson, envisioned the role going to Bing Crosby or Lee J. Cobb. But fate intervened, and Falk's determination won the day. Upon reading the script, Falk was so captivated by the character that he declared he would kill to play Columbo. This passion resonated with the creators, who couldn't resist Falk's charm and commitment. And it wasn't just his acting that defined Columbo. Falk's personal touch shaped the character's iconic look. He rejected the wardrobe initially proposed for Columbo, opting instead for a weathered raincoat and blue suit he pulled from his own closet. These choices became symbolic of the detective's everyman appeal and added layers to his relatability. Beyond Columbo, Peter Falk showcased his immense talent in films like The In-Laws, The Princess Bride, and Wings of Desire. One of Peter Falk's most cherished roles outside of Columbo was his performance in the cult classic The Princess Bride. Playing the kindly grandfather who narrates the story, Falk brought warmth, humor, and an endearing sense of wonder to the film, instantly connecting with audiences of all ages. His portrayal perfectly framed the fantastical storybook tale, creating an emotional bridge between the real world and the whimsical world of Florin. Director Rob Reiner once remarked, "Peter didn't just act the part, he brought a sense of magic to it. He was the heart of the film." Beyond The Princess Bride, Falk's work in films like The In-Laws and Wings of Desire showcased his incredible range as an actor. In The In-Laws, his comedic timing and ability to balance absurdity with sincerity turned the film into a sleeper hit, solidifying his reputation as a versatile performer. Meanwhile, in Wim Wenders' Wings of Desire, Falk played a version of himself, a former angel turned mortal, delivering a nuanced performance that added a layer of introspection and mystery to the already ethereal narrative. Falk's filmography is filled with moments that highlight his adaptability and depth. He wasn't afraid to experiment with unconventional roles, and his collaborations with talented directors and writers often resulted in iconic performances. Behind the scenes, Falk was known for his improvisational genius. Co-stars frequently recalled his ability to elevate a scene with spontaneous humor or subtle changes in delivery, a skill that made him a joy to work with and a standout in every project he undertook. Candle. Peter Falk's personal life was far from the picture-perfect image many fans might have envisioned for the man who played the sharp yet humble Lieutenant Columbo. When news of Falk's infidelities and volatile relationships surfaced, fans and the media had mixed reactions. For some, the revelations clashed with the ethical, justice-driven character of Lieutenant Columbo, creating a sense of disillusionment. One fan expressed disappointment, saying, "It's hard to reconcile the man who played Columbo with all his moral clarity and the reality of Peter Falk's personal life." Others, however, were quick to separate Falk's on-screen persona from his real-life struggles, emphasizing that his imperfections made him more relatable. As one admirer wrote in an online forum, Peter Falk wasn't Columbo, he was human. That's why we connected with him. He wasn't perfect, and that's okay. This sentiment resonated with many fans who admired Falk for his raw talent and ability to convey vulnerability on screen, qualities that were perhaps rooted in his own personal complexities. The media coverage of Falk's personal life was significant, but it never fully overshadowed his career achievements. His portrayal of Columbo remained a cultural touchstone, and even during moments of controversy, audiences continued to celebrate his work. Critics and fans alike seemed to acknowledge that his brilliance as an actor transcended the messiness of his personal life. Falk's ability to navigate this divide spoke to his enduring charisma and talent, allowing his career to remain largely untarnished despite the scandals that occasionally surfaced. While his on-screen persona was defined by his cleverness and quiet charm, Falk's private life was often clouded by scandal, particularly his well-documented struggles with infidelity. These aspects of his life painted a complex and deeply human portrait of the beloved actor, one that continues to intrigue fans and spark discussions to this day. Falk's first marriage to Alice Mayo seemed, at first, like the perfect love story. After 12 years of courtship, they tied the knot in 1960. But behind the scenes, their relationship faced relentless challenges. Falk's film sets became a recurring stage for his indiscretions, as his extramarital affairs took a toll on their marriage. Alice Mayo, often described as a patient and forgiving woman, endured these betrayals for years. Fans who admired Falk's charm on screen were unaware of the emotional turmoil happening behind closed doors. However, even Alice had her limits. In 1976, after 16 years of marriage, she made the painful decision to walk away, leaving behind a relationship that had become too fractured to mend. Falk's personal life took another dramatic turn when he married Shara Denise in 1977. The 22-year age gap between them raised eyebrows in Hollywood, but it was the origins of their relationship, an affair during his first marriage, that drew the most attention. The media was quick to label them the Fighting Falks, a nickname that reflected the fiery and often tumultuous nature of their union. The couple became infamous for their heated arguments, dramatic separations, and equally dramatic reconciliations. Yet what fascinated fans and media alike was their resilience. Despite the volatility, their marriage lasted an astounding 32 years, surviving 2 divorce filings and countless rumors of irreparable rifts. Shara Denise, who appeared in several episodes of Columbo in minor roles, shared a unique bond with Falk. Fans noticed her occasional appearances on the show, and many speculated about the dynamics of their off-screen relationship. Media outlets frequently reported on their public clashes, but just as often they captured moments of genuine affection and partnership. Falk's ability to maintain such a long-lasting marriage despite its challenges became a topic of both curiosity and admiration. One fan remarked on social media, their relationship wasn't perfect, but maybe that's why it worked. It was real, messy, and full of passion, just like life. The public's fascination with Falk's personal life only grew as more details surfaced over the years. Tabloids eagerly reported on his infidelity and the explosive arguments with Denise, painting a picture of a marriage constantly on the brink. Yet, those who knew Falk personally often described a man who was deeply passionate, not just about his work, but about the people in his life. His flaws made him human, and his enduring partnership with Denise, despite the odds, showed a level of commitment that resonated with fans. Even today, Falk's personal life sparks debates among his admirers. Some view his struggles with fidelity as a reflection of the pressures of Hollywood fame, while others see his marriage to Denise as a testament to love's ability to endure in the face of adversity. Social media platforms and online forums are filled with discussions about their relationship, with fans sharing their thoughts on what kept them together. One commenter wrote, "Peter Falk's life wasn't a fairy tale, but that's what makes it relatable. He was flawed, but he loved deeply. You can see it in the way he fought to keep his marriage alive." Marriage and relationships. Peter Falk's relationships were as layered and intriguing as his iconic on-screen characters, with his marriage to Shara Denise standing out as one of the most captivating chapters of his personal life. After his divorce from Alice Mayo, Falk met Shara Denise, an actress 22 years younger than him, in Philadelphia. Sparks didn't fly immediately. Denise initially showed little interest in Falk's advances, but in true Peter Falk fashion, his determination and charm eventually won her over. What began as a relentless pursuit blossomed into a partnership that would last over 3 decades, marked by love, passion, and turbulence. Their marriage quickly caught the attention of fans and the media, not only because of their age gap, but also due to the fiery nature of their relationship. Dubbed the Fighting Falks by Hollywood insiders, Peter and Shara were known for their frequent arguments, dramatic separations, and equally dramatic reconciliations. While this dynamic could have spelled doom for many couples, it seemed to fuel their unique bond. As one fan aptly put it in an online forum, they weren't perfect, but that's what made them relatable. Their love was raw, messy, and real, just like life. The media often spotlighted their public disagreements, with tabloids eagerly documenting their tumultuous relationship. Yet even amid the drama, there were moments of undeniable connection that captured the public's imagination. Interviews with Falk frequently hinted at his deep admiration for Denise, with the actor once joking, "She keeps me on my toes," and probably adds a few gray hairs too. Fans couldn't help but be intrigued by this fiery yet enduring relationship, sparking conversations about the nature of love and resilience. Shara Denise wasn't just a part of Falk's personal life. She occasionally stepped into his professional world as well. She appeared in several episodes of Columbo in minor roles, adding an extra layer of fascination for viewers. Fans of the show were quick to spot her appearances, with many taking to online forums to discuss her presence on screen. One longtime Columbo fan tweeted, "It's fun seeing Shara pop up in Columbo. It's like a little peek into their life together." Her cameos added a touch of personal charm to an already beloved series, further intertwining their lives both on and off the screen. What made their relationship so compelling wasn't just the drama, it was the endurance. Despite their fiery chemistry and frequent clashes, Falk and Denise stayed together for an impressive 32 years. Their marriage survived the test of time, weathering 2 divorce filings and countless rumors of irreparable rifts. For many fans, this endurance became a testament to the complexities of love. Their relationship wasn't about perfection. It was about persistence and the willingness to keep coming back to each other, even after the hardest moments. Social media continues to buzz with discussions about their relationship, with fans sharing their thoughts on what made the pair so enduring. One YouTube comment reads, "Their relationship wasn't a fairy tale, but it was authentic. They showed that love isn't always smooth. It's about sticking together through the storms." Posts celebrating Falk's life often mention Shara Denise, acknowledging the role she played in his journey both personally and professionally, final years and death. Peter Falk's final years were a heartbreaking chapter in an otherwise remarkable life. Known and loved by millions for his sharp, witty portrayal of Lieutenant Columbo, Falk's battle with Alzheimer's disease revealed a tragic vulnerability that touched fans deeply. By 2006, the disease had begun to take its toll, causing memory loss that worsened over time. The man who had once captivated audiences with his cleverness and charm began to lose touch with the very role that had made him a household name. For fans, this was an unimaginable loss. How could the man behind Columbo no longer remember the character who had brought joy to so many lives? As Falk's condition deteriorated, the effects of Alzheimer's were compounded by complications from dental and hip surgeries. These procedures seemed to accelerate his decline, leaving him frailer and more disoriented. A particularly distressing moment came when Falk was found wandering the streets of Beverly Hills, disheveled and confused, needing police intervention to guide him to safety. The sight of the beloved actor in such a vulnerable state was devastating for his admirers. Social media buzzed with reactions from fans who expressed their sadness and shock. One commenter wrote, "Seeing him like that was heartbreaking. Columbo was a symbol of intelligence and composure, and to see Peter Falk struggling was just so tragic." The tragedy of Falk's health battles was only amplified by the family disputes that erupted during his final years. A bitter legal battle broke out between his second wife, Shara Denise, and his adopted daughter, Catherine, over control of his estate and access to him. Catherine accused Shara of elder abuse, claiming she had been prevented from visiting her father as his health declined. The case became a media sensation with headlines speculating about the family's fractured dynamics and the motivations behind the legal feud. Fans were divided, with some expressing sympathy for Catherine and others defending Shara, who had been by Falk's side for decades. One fan posted, "It's so sad to think that someone as loved as Peter Falk had to endure such conflict in his final days. Families should come together during times like this, not fall apart." The court ultimately ruled in Shara Denise's favor, granting her conservatorship and restricting Catherine's visitation rights. This decision sparked further debate, as some questioned whether it truly reflected Falk's wishes. The media coverage of the case shed light on the often overlooked struggles families face when caring for loved ones with Alzheimer's, bringing attention to the emotional and legal complexities involved. Peter Falk passed away in June 2011 at the age of 83, leaving behind a legacy that will forever be cherished by his fans. Tributes poured in from across the globe, with admirers sharing their favorite memories of Columbo and Falk's other iconic roles. Social media was flooded with heartfelt posts, including one that read, "Peter Falk may have forgotten Columbo, but the world will never forget Peter Falk." Fans celebrated his humor, talent, and humanity, reflecting on how his work had brought joy to their lives. Even after his passing, Falk's story continued to spark conversation. The news that most of his $100 million estate went to Shara Denise reignited tensions within the family and drew further media attention. However, for his fans, these controversies didn't overshadow the profound impact Falk had made during his lifetime. Many saw his battle with Alzheimer's as a reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of raising awareness about the disease. One tribute captured this sentiment perfectly. Peter Falk wasn't just a brilliant actor. His struggles in his later years showed the world the human side of Alzheimer's. We need to do more to support those who face this cruel disease. Falk's legacy lives on through his work, particularly his portrayal of Lieutenant Columbo, a character who remains as beloved today as when he first appeared on screen. Streaming platforms have introduced new generations to the clever detective, sparking fresh waves of admiration for Falk's talent. Fans continue to celebrate his life, sharing their favorite Columbo moments and honoring the man who made them possible. And there you have it, an extraordinary life filled with talent, challenges, and enduring legacy. Peter Falk's portrayal of Lieutenant Columbo will forever remain a hallmark of television history, while his personal story reminds us of the complexities of fame, love, and resilience. Though his final years were marked by struggle, his impact on the entertainment world remains undeniable. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the hidden life and tragic final days of Peter Falk. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories of iconic figures who've left their mark on the world. Until next time, take care and stay curious.